She gotta go. Her job is the love of her life. You turned the body. That's just my baby daddy. He's just the male Jax. That's why he was saying sorry. Don't be yelling at my girl like that. She about to flee. Why do you have access to a safety deposit? They kept those watches. Girl, you love him? Y'all too close. Nah, Corey. I don't know if she did it. That's not your little friend, Louis. Y'all are bold. It was the boom. I figured it out. What up, love, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love with me, your girl, Donna Michelle Rizzo, coming back from New York Fashion Week event. I feel like I look like I'm in a gang right now, but this was the fit. My earrings are off. My hair's still very tight, but I feel like a crackhead because I can't get it, or really a crackhead because I can't get enough of this. And I said, you know what? It's 12:38. I got to go to church tomorrow. But I also got to see the next episode of this season. If this is your first time here, we are recapping Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. I am finally caught up to season 2. Just playing. Ignore the caught up part. I am finally on season 2, but we are not caught up yet. So I am going to catch up this week and oh my God, not even this week. Only have a couple days to get this next recap out. So I'm going to do the first 4 episodes of season 2 in one bunch. And then we are on to our live reaction recap like we do for all of our other shows. If this is your first time here, I typically post clips and snippets here as I watch the show live along with you guys. But I'm going to be going through these shows a lot quicker because I want to get through these. So I'm going to be calling out some key moments. I feel like every episode has gotten longer and longer. So we're going to see how this season goes. I did really enjoy last season. The way that it ended gave me a lot of How to Get Away with Murder. So really curious about this. But I did and do enjoy this. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Engage in the comments. Subscribe so you can follow me as we do these next episodes. Welcome to this new community. Welcome back to a lot of the old heads. I see some Married at First Sight people. I see the Zatima, Sister Fatima, all of that good stuff. People here, welcome. And without further ado, let's go. Look, it's a new season, y'all. I did expect us to get a new intro, but I guess I'm gonna let y'all have that. And I thought we was gonna get new characters, but it looks like there's gonna be a lot of repeats because it's her friend who committed the crime to her husband or boyfriend, whatever Jamarion is. I would love to see less of Tatiana, no more of Bradley, but I wouldn't mind like the wife circling back somehow. But I do need some new characters. Every season I need something new, not just with this show, but with all shows. We need new characters. We need to get rid of some olds. And I don't need it to be a similar storyline. Oh, somebody's guilty. She got to prove. You know, I have confidence and faith. I'm a negative Nancy right now, but that's because for those of you guys who haven't been here before, we have done tipsy episodes before. They're usually fun, but it typically requires a lot of editing from me because I slur, mumble, and I don't know, do these. But love me anyway. All right, y'all, let's go. So she's going to become the lawyer to get innocent people out of jail. Yes, McKinley. We love an employed actor. Can I tell you I have that struggle though? I struggle because on one hand, I love to see actors or actresses who've been in shows before who haven't been out like with things that I've seen get recasted in a series and become like a series regular. So I'm glad to see him back for the second season. But then I also struggle because I'm like, oh, I love an opportunity for a new actor as well. So I struggle. But I heavily lean towards you once were, struggled, haven't been able to get it, and now you got it back. I know, is that wrong? Oh, the different begging. For your life and for your love, but really both are for your love. Did she find out Tatiana's pregnant? Thank you, guys. We are in therapy. Thank you. White woman therapy. Definitely a conscious decision there. Very intentional. Maybe we'll dive into that later. Okay. So y'all still haven't been intimate. How are they just letting her in there? Oh, okay. They're seeing it now. She has bruises, which is good. Bad, but which is good for the case. Choking her. So this was self-defense. And right away, she's right back in work mode, y'all. Her rib from a week ago. If anybody watches Sisters, this rib shit is very consistent with domestic violence and abusive strong men. Yeah, she's having a panic attack. She gotta go. So you've been cleared for work and automatically jumping right into your friend's case for work? Stop this shit. Stop this. Get this woman's hair in order. Also, let's talk about how our friends offer our services up for themselves without a care. Jax just went through so much trauma and this is what you do? Did you hug her after seeing her slumped over to ask, how are you feeling? You got hit. You got kidnapped. You saw someone you loved, maybe thought kind of fling while your marriage is breaking, shoot themselves in front of you. Do we any of that, y'all? Think you hit the floor? This is your worst time in life too. So these moments having your wife back have been great. Is this going to be happy ending? Yes to the Jeezy. Okay. Second season, are we going to lean a little heavier on the South? It's still millennium music because I remember y'all did Jock before. I love me a Jeezy though. It's Squid Game and JCPenney's. The unfortunate part about all of this is that her job is the love of her life, not Lewis. Y'all picking up on the fact that all the men keep calling it his case, making him the victim? Y'all remember when we heard this last, right? Remember the Trayvon Martin case? How they put the dead child on trial? On the news? It wasn't the George Zimmerman case. Okay. Even in death, she feels that he can still hurt her. She's in a complete state of shock, y'all. I thought this was only a couple of months. Why does Naima look like she grew up so much? Oh, so now Naima is the little preteen girl. Okay. In 6 months? How long has this been? Hello, new character. I've been looking for you. Mackenzie, you ran hurdles? You have very long legs. I hate this for him. Shenelle, baby, you got to get this story together, okay? You turned the body? You turned the body. She just says she doesn't mind going to jail. I'm going to put it in my back pocket. But nah, they can't have her represent 2 guilty clients. So this is probably going to be her No, but she don't lose. She lost one with Damon, won one with the guilty guy. What is this going to be? Y'all, is she about to become addicted to pills? Interesting that her therapist is a white woman, but the couples therapist is a black man. What are we getting from that? These motherfuckers trying to one up one another right now. Exactly. He's just said y'all are trying to be point collectors. I always wondered though, like, how do you leave therapy with your significant other after having cried, yelled, gone through this little shit right here? Do you just get in the car together and go home like, hey, what do you want for dinner? Nah. Yo, y'all ain't shit. They got her up there wearing those like round toe heels with a thick, not quite a stiletto, not a brunch heel, but one of those little block joints. She just you people. Right? She was saying what y'all do in your, so she meant what LA people do. Y'all trying to make me hate her, but not be sure if I hate her? Or you trying to just build a woman that I hate? Because right now I hate her. These camera angles, baby. Carrie, you directed this show? Again, with this contrast of crying in the car. Remember, we saw her singing in the car last year. I love that she's grown and she's actually talking to him about needing to dedicate her life to this case. Well, she isn't taking it. So good. The unfortunate part about this is even though Jax is doing what she needs, because clearly she can't survive in this case based on that little mini panic attack, the crying, the tears, all of this, Shenelle is going to blame her if she loses. All her friends are going to blame her. Or she's going to take over midway because she's not going to like how the lawyer is, that she, appoints or whoever else she helps her get, how they're handling the case. Because it's her friend, so she still cares at the end of the day. She going to give it to Miguel? Who that is? That's just my baby daddy. Morris Chestnut. Now, for those of you all who have seen my De'Ara from Detroit recaps, if you haven't, go check that out right now. I only did the season finale because I didn't realize I was going to do the whole episode, and I just binged most of it. But listen, like I said in that recap, Morris Chestnut's wife knows how to fight. She'll shut the up. Oh, is he just the same as Jax is, but with his wife? Oh no, that woman walked the out. Well, he's similar though, in that he like work comes first, even above intimacy and love and and all of that. You know what? There's going to be a talk between him and Jax where he says he knew better than to get married in this profession and knowing this role. They're going to have that conversation later. He's just the male Jax here. What I don't hope is that they get into it, because let me tell you, these two bodies together on my screen. But no, my theory is that they messed around like once or twice in law school. It was like a whatever thing. They were into their books, so they were still focused. But after law school, they went to separate cities, so it like never panned out. No hard feelings. It was just like, so is this going to be unfinished business? Are we going to love working with each other? Is he going to have one strict way of doing it, and Jackson's going to be like, how come you're not doing this? And he's like, don't be in my shit. Look at my record. And she's going to be like, look at my record. This is my friend. You know, I don't think Jax can really step away for this. Is she going to be like the Rich in this one? And you know, Rich had issues being second in command as well anyway, even though he was first/second, whatever. All right. I'm tired as fuck, so I'm not doing another episode, but I'm ready. Stick with your girl. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, we are back to do episode 2 of season 2. I am changing up the way in which I do this because the joy that I feel with doing these recaps are me watching and talking, not me editing. So I am putting myself on punishment to give myself a prize at the end. I'm going to watch an episode, record and all that, then edit. And I cannot move on to the next episode until I've edited this one. Doesn't that fucking suck? Sucks for me. So how can we get through it? Just to do it. All right, y'all, let's get into this episode 2. Okay, that's right. We need to see what the history is between Jax and Morris Chestnut and how that will play into her marriage with Lewis. Because we like Lewis this season so far, right? Also, welcome to Knowing Your Name this season, Lewis. I hope. Morris Chestnut is a lawyer here. He's a police chief in Diarra from Detroit. Why is this a different color? I don't know what the first part of that audio sounded like. My bad. He's a police officer here. No, he's a lawyer here. He's a police officer there, or like a son of a chief, right? And then isn't he on another series where he is something in law enforcement? Morris, is this your new jam? Or this the new place that we put in black people? Because this is Shamar Moore. Okay. Ice-T? Okay. This is a big contrast from the bed scene that we saw first season. Duka, what's under there? What's under there, Jax? Y'all heard that? She actually does want him to move in with her. She just covered that up with him. No, I'm just playing. So that she don't really get hurt if he says no. When my nephew called me a boomer, I was like, you don't even know what that means. And then I realized that's exactly what a boomer would say. Naima is grown, y'all. Kinley, you looking more like a snack this season. Why is that? Why does he look snack-like? Is it because we like their relationship? He looked like a herb last season, right? Okay, new pixie cut. Did they say Corey Cash? Corey? Morris Chestnut doesn't look like a Corey. Does he look like a Corey? He looked like a Cash. He act like a Corey. I know that much. Sorry to all the Corys watching, or the women who've bred and had, not bred, I don't know why. Corey seemed like something that you just breed though. You know what I'm saying? Tell me a Corey who's treated a woman right. I'll wait. No, I ain't never been played by a Corey. I was just, I just know. You know some names. I'm trying to think of what are some, I was going to say Dante's, but Dante's a hit or miss. They don't treat you right. Anybody got a husband named Dante? That's a no. What other names are bad names? You know what other names are bad? Michaels are always bad kids. I don't know what adults they'll turn out to be, but Michael children be bad as fuck. Y'all married to Michaels. Ask him later, were you a badass kid? He's gonna say yes. Or his badass gonna say no, but then you call your mother-in-law and she gonna say yes. So they didn't go to law school. They were on panels together. You like it, I love it is literally what I said for one of the recaps from last season. We back to New York. That's a good suit, Corey. That's a good suit, Corey. How does this work? I realized from this season or this show that I don't know a lot of lawyers. She's just bringing in an outside attorney to come and practice or to take on a case with her, and she's gonna be secretary. Like, is she a partner? Jack Stewart, right? Yeah, she's a partner. So I guess you could do that. Y'all saw that little. Jax is pleased to see him get chummy with all the white men there. She's like, you're in. Him looking good makes her look good too. So a win is a win. Is this a safe space? Cool. So we've all seen this at work, right? And I don't literally mean in your place of employment. I just mean at work, working out in that way. Where the corny, but like wealthy, nerdy white men are almost attracted to the attractive, strong black man who could, their wife probably wants to like they swoon over him. They become almost like groupies for him. Like it's somehow going to get them cool kid points. Like they've been waiting for this their whole life. We've seen it, right? Okay. Cool. And real quick, the unfortunate part about all of this is that these black men have to play into it. You never would be hanging out with these cornballs. I can't even call them cornballs. Cornballs is something that is reserved for corny black men. These are just lames. What's the word? I need a word. You would never hang out with them, Corey Cash. But you recognize that you have to play the game. And unfortunately, these men think that you are playing with them when you are simply playing them. But you know, play your game, player. So we about to do a whole Orange is the New Black here. Not where have you been? Not hi, nice to see you. Thank you for coming to my aid. How are you? No. Shenelle, you giving me I did it and I would do it again if he so much as looks at me wrong. And sis, I can't fight your battle with you acting like this. I still think we're going to find out that Shenelle found out about him cheating, probably with Tatiana or somebody else. And yeah, they're going to find like phone records or something. And that's why he was on the ground saying sorry to her when he died. That's why he was saying sorry. So now she did it in a rage. And that's not self-defense. I mean, I don't know if you meant to kill him, but it's not, what you call it is manslaughter, but it's not manslaughter that you thought about. I feel like I should know this, you know, I ain't no criminal. How rude can you be to somebody who's here trying to help you? You can change that narrative, but you also have to present like more girly, more feminine, more like woe is me, damsel in distress. Right now she is presenting, I'm a fuck y'all up and I don't give a fuck what this did. Like, no. And if she gets into fights with the women in the jail, that's not going to work in her favor. What you doing fighting in there? So you're somebody who's combative, aggressive, and you be fighting it. That's not going to work, baby girl. Yes to this new body language. This is very in our face. We see it. So this sounds like they both want to be intimate. They just don't know how to start it. Kind of cute that it seems like they're in the beginning stages of a relationship. Like they're just restarting it and they don't know how to. That's kind of cute. Jax don't know that he's doing this interview. But if he's first in command or first chair, does he need to go back and tell her? She's not going to like this. But did she go and tell Rich everything she did? Jax is finally feeling being the second in this. She's not used to this. This man is playing music over a civil rights movement montage for all the white people. Because, you know, nothing can make, white people can't say shit about that. If you say anything, oh my God, you racist. So he is making them feel the guilt. Look at what they did to black folks. Jax, baby, no. Now you creating a disjointed front in like, now she's not gonna respect him. She's gonna listen to you. Y'all not gonna be aligned, and she's gonna be all crazy on the stand because she don't know what to say to who. Jax, this ain't it. We knew it was gonna happen, but this ain't it. I told y'all she couldn't handle this. But if Corey leaves the case and decides to go to the other side, and now he's up against Jax, are they selling his stuff? How Shorty gonna get the money? She gonna gamble? Jax loves a leather number. That's her go-to. And I see this season, instead of exposing our shoulders, we are defining them. Little shoulder pad, little, I see it. Every season we're gonna get a new little fashionista little thing from Jax. I'm ready. What's gonna ruin this? Something's gonna ruin this moment for them. He gonna come quick? Wait. Hold on. They're about to fall asleep. Both of them are so tired. He's like, you get on top. No, you get on top. They're not gonna make it. Shorty, you trying to put your house up? You trying to put our house up? No. Our house up for your little janky ass friend. You have to find another way, sis. She said she was okay being in jail. She's doing all that because she feels responsible. She told her to leave him. This is going to be the first time that Lewis sees Corey, and then he's going to realize that he is an attractive male, and he's going to feel a little intimidated by them working together. Yeah, my man, don't be yelling at my girl like that, especially in my house. Lewis, I told you, you looking cuter. Jax, go right now. Am I toxic? Wait, how she got out? How did she get out if Shorty didn't put her house up? Now, who started this sage shit? Who said, let's go wave a broken piece of wood around? Who started that? Because black people, that wasn't for black people. Exactly, Jax. Bring Jesus back into this. Is Shenelle actually crazy? Oh, damn, you single again? But did JT move that money or did Shenelle move it? Now they back to being petty again. That's exactly right. They keeping score again. I've seen this 5-minute timer thing from other marriage counselors before. If you know, you know. 5 minutes is a long time. They're not gonna make it. I know it's been a long time. Not as long as you might think. Talk your shit, Lewis. These two petty motherfuckers, y'all. These two petty motherfuckers. See, now this makes Cash look stupid. This is the Theo of the season. The DA trying to put this man against Jax. This man used to throw ice cold water at her in the morning to wake her up. Did y'all, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, but did y'all hear the story about that man who drugged his wife every night and brought people in, strangers in, to her lifeless body, and he recorded it? And the only reason they found out is because something totally different. Strangers, like doctors, when she saw the photos, they were like, do you recognize any of these 80 men? And she was like, one. I think he worked at a bakery, but there were nurses, not doctors, nurses, former police officers. Ridiculous. I can't. Let's move on. Who is she talking to? She's talking to Cash? No, I'm ready. She about to flee. Is this where we find out that the friend actually put her house up for bail? Because you're not going to get your bail money back. Y'all know how this works, right? You get bonded out and then you go to jail. Once you go back into court for your case, that's when they give it back to you. She not going to get her money back. And now her and the guy we actually like, out of all the husbands, he gonna be homeless or he gonna leave Shorty. Shenelle did move that $30 million. I knew she transferred that. But the question is, did he ask her to transfer it? Can she even prove that? Or was she transferring money out to prepare for her exit? But you don't need $30 million. She gonna run away. Dropping the kid off. She put up her house? I just realized we haven't had that much music this episode. This is good. Unpopular opinion, I think this new haircut makes her look old. Who was she is wild. And the fact that you're not telling her she's somebody she knows. Damn, she just asked. Oh, these are some sick motherfuckers. Me like you her? Like you woman that you cheated on? Not cheated, I guess raped, and then that's sex with. But y'all see how this plays into Jack's character, because she loves to do things like to top someone, pun I guess intended, but also because she likes to be in competition with others, where somebody says it can't be done and she does it better, or she does it finally. Even in a bedroom. These weirdos. Look at Jax being vulnerable. Now I hate that it's coming after she, because then that plays into the, oh, women need to calm down and all of that. But I'm glad she's being vulnerable. I also love that she just looked over to him to see if it was okay to answer her phone. Jax, you growing, baby. She's gonna pick up the phone and he's gonna say she's gone. Shaking my motherfucking head, y'all. She knows. This was good. This was better than episode 1. This was good. Is this my favorite? This was good. Okay, y'all, here I am again. Late at night, like a crackhead, getting ready to do this. I just came back from dinner and fun and happy hour with my friends. But we gonna finish this. I did already edit the first 2. So now we only have the next 2. And every single episode I edit has been longer and longer. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up and get into this episode 3. Let's go. Also, I didn't talk about this last time, but Jack's t-shirt game is on point. Is that her calling? Okay, it's Cash. We calling this man Cash or Corey? Oh, so if he would have handled it, she wouldn't have run. You know where else she wouldn't have been able to run? Okay, her pixie cut looks better here, right? It gives me more like total than, I don't know, Little Miss Muffin. I don't know if Little Miss Muffin has a pixie. That's just what it gave me. Also, this is not directed by Kerry Washington. You ain't checked the damn bag. This is my least favorite friend. Y'all know that, right? Have we established this? You have access to this? Yes.
You have access to it? Yes.
Did y'all notice how quickly she responded yes? Why do you have access to her safety deposit, sis? You been taking her money? You know where that 30 million is, and I want to know why. Okay, theories are that they've both been gambling, because she seems bad with money. And Shenelle still gives me that like hustler vibe. What else? If it's not gambling, that's all I got. All right, focus. And see, y'all, also, this is why your friends can't be on the case, because I picked up how quickly she responded to that. Jax did not. If this was somebody else, Jax would have been like, yo, Dan, go write that down. Running through the tapes, talking about, she said yes too quickly. She's lying. She let that go. 30 million is about to be in there. Those are the bonds. Oh no, those are her marks. I love that she is talking to Lewis about this. It's like he is her peace at home. And just how quickly she went right back into Jax mode. You know what this is too? And I hate to be this. Kind of related, but kind of not. So I had, when I bought my house, I had popcorn ceilings in the living room, and we don't do that. So I saved about a couple bills and just kept going through, and I got it off myself. If plaster hasn't been painted on and you got popcorn ceilings, all you need to do is get a spray bottle, drench that shit, and then get a scraper. The issue is the plaster, make sure you have something to collect the plaster. Also, if it's above and you're doing that, make sure you wear goggles. Now, just like me, wore goggles. I had the suction cup goggles. The issue is sometimes when I would be doing that, plaster might drip on my goggles, make them a little blurry. So then I switched to my goggles that are like this. Now they don't suction on, but they got the little, the little over there. So that shit don't. Well, I was shaking it out and the fucking plaster went beyond my goggles and into my eye. And I had plaster in my eye. Now, recall, plaster dries up. The way to make plaster softer is to get water on it. This plaster in my eye is getting water, but my eye is drying. Oh my God, there's going to be plaster in my eye. My vision starts getting blurry. My eye is super red. Like, there comes a point where I can only open it a little bit. So I go right to CityMD. I don't ask no questions. I take my ass out my apartment and walk straight down to CityMD. The CityMD lady tells me to take a seat. My eye is visually like halfway closed. It is constantly tearing. I tell her that I cannot see everything. She says, take a seat. There are people getting COVID shots ahead of me. Nope. Take a seat. As I'm sitting there, my eye is tearing more. I start crying and she gets upset with me and is like, go to the back. Not go to the back to be seen, but go to the back. I am so pissed at this woman because not like I can see where I'm going. I can't race. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The doctor immediately comes in, right? He has to just check to make sure that I don't have any cuts in my eyes. He has to check to make sure to see if there's like acid in there, whatever. He does all that. It's really painful. Then he does this thing where he like puts some solution in there to get it all out, y'all. And I know this is probably one of them doctors who they have like, you got to go to the hood to work first and then you get to do all your other shit. But this man cured me so quick. Like, he did all the fucking things. He was a young white kid. I was going to say guy, but kid. He's a doctor, so I guess he's a guy. My God, my eye, just that quickly. I'm in there like crying and tearing and trying to be strong, but like it's still, As soon as he does that and my eye clears, I immediately get my juice bag and I want to fuck that woman up in the front. Like, it did not take anything for me to immediately get healed and switch back to going at her. That's where I'm going to leave it. But Jax, I feel you with just how quickly she can turn us the fuck on or off. That strong shoulders again. She's with a guy. The dude selling the sneakers. It's his friend. Wait, they kept those watches. Those aren't fake. Seduce and scheme. I think Cash thinking that she did it is a good, like, not for real, but like, well, maybe. Thinking that she did it and figuring out all the ways and being skeptical is good because that's how the DA is thinking. So you got to be thinking like your opponent or the public. Was that fun? It's so much harder for women to disguise themselves than it is men. Like, she's just gonna get a wig and different hair color. Men can get beards that can contour their face. They can go bald. They can shake. Women can't do all that. Damn, they are together. Damn. So you gonna give up your life with your children for this man? Y'all, this man looks like a child to me. No? Is it just me? He went on a little too long. I didn't need that. Okay, so he was young. See, y'all? I told you she gonna lose her house. Who is this actress playing Sally? I gotta look her up. She gotta know somebody. She gotta be somebody's friend. Is she famous? Nefertiti Spencer. Who you know, Nefertiti? Jax, why didn't you show him this up front? So the kid is making the plan. He has the cash, the phones, the plan. He has it all. And the watches. What if the $30 million was put in a trust fund for the kid? Does she even want to do this? Or is this a kid whose NFL career didn't pan out, so he's trying to like live big with her some other way? Girl, you love him, but he is going with her. This seems weird though. He just said, you are in this situation because of me. So JT found out about them and then he choked her and she had to kill him to protect herself. Who is calling her? The DA. The status of an inmate? So she has an abuser and she's probably checking in on him to see if he's been out yet. Or it's somebody that she locked up and has like a vendetta against her. That's probably why she had to flee. Can you put a house up alone? Y'all, where is Spencer? How come we haven't seen Spencer this season? There he is. $1 million. Did that work? No? It's only when I say people on TV name. Okay, cool. My own late night show recapping television shows that everybody watch with two live superstar celebrity audience members. No? Okay. Just putting it out there. Cash is a talker. Did she make all of this up? Were the pictures fake? Did she do this to herself? No, because we saw him drive off and leave her and then come back around. So he's abusive. But is he physically abusive? And the other dude apologized to her for him being a monster. Y'all too close. Who's Dallas? Naima is wildin'. Thanks for the update. Oh, that's another client? Nah, Corey. Who is that? What's that about? So what happens now? Does he go to jail for like aiding in a fugitive? Like what happened? Because he's definitely getting time. He might get off, but now your other man is in jail and your main man is dead. So now what? Shenelle, why you always look mad at everybody in jail? Never mind, I just answered my own question. So now you're putting the pressure on your friend for you running? So now I'm all in? In a world where Lewis is clearly overwhelmed, Jax is about to take on this case fully. Sally, you got some explaining to do, boo. Hold up. Where have I been? I've been out looking for a home for us to live in. Why do I feel like he's about to throw some shit at her, though? Who is this, Corey? Is this a daughter? Who is this? So Corey is the side dude to her. Homeboy got out. He's gonna die. Adrian, what are you involved in? You've been manipulating her to move the money. You were trying to get that money since your NFL career failed. Yup, that's it. You were trying to get away too. Damn. I don't know this song, y'all. What is this, motivation? I don't know this. But this is good. I didn't expect all this. I mean, we knew that they were going to get caught because they were playing it and he stopped at a hotel, but I didn't expect this. I lied. I said I was going to watch, then edit, then watch that. Nope. Because we about to watch this. I'm about to be caught up, y'all. I'm about to just dive into episode 4. Let's go. Reasonable Doubt, episode 4. Let's go. Is that your bitch? They about to show us the murder? Oh, shit. Y'all, she murdered him. So did the other dude come in and strangle her for all these photos to make it real? Oh, so you just get right in the car and change the music. So even Jax is starting to think that she did it. Jax, stand down now. You are second chair. The interviewer is going to be the woman he was in the beginning of this season. How would I feel after my friend put me through this? Now my credibility is going to be tarnished. My record, if I don't get her off, is going to be tarnished. It's going to look bad with me associated with this woman who lied and killed her man. Did she actually do it or was she just thinking? Was this the Wiz Khalifa era when everybody was getting that one streak? Don't y'all ruin my India Ari mixed with a little Tyrese zodiac sign. I don't know if she did it, y'all. Was that real? Or am I just dumb? What happened to his hand? Purple tunnel? Oh wait, are we gonna find out that Spencer's being bullied? What did Spencer do? It's the power of the Pussy. Oh, nigga just slapped him like a little bitch. But wait, who are these guys? Are they team owners? Or are these the people who invested in his game and now want to return because he didn't actually turn into this big superstar? Y'all know how that goes, right? Sometimes. Asian man, you are one of a few cars outside. You're gonna die. Yep. Boom. It's the woman he was smashing. We knew this though, right? Y'all heard that as long as you benefit first. That was definitely sexual. What are they slipping? It's about the young guy. Y'all heard that? The abuse started the day his NFL career ended. That's not a coincidence. I always say this too. It's like these leagues, these schools, these teams, these colleges, they always are using these young men or women, right, to get what they can and want out of them. And then like when they're done, they're done. It's like wiping my hands clean, waiting for the next superstar that we can use to sell our brand, our products, our whatever. They don't really give a shit. And the issue is not enough people have things in the background to help them after this career ends. So they don't know their place in things, right? Or in life. You always were that superstar for this. You always were a football player. What are you now? They feel like they're just like simply cut out of society. That's what I think what happened to like the young guy too. So now you got to show at home that you're like the big tough man still in charge, even though you aren't the guy who she met, who you got her as. You got to present this like tough, I run guy, even though you may not, so that you still believe that. Nobody's stroking your ego anymore. So you have to work and create your own power structure. Or so brainwashed by society and the world that you think you're just invincible. You can do whatever you want, and no matter what, this woman will still continue to worship you. So this makes sense now. These bad wigs were purposeful. So I get it now. Nigga, do you cheer me on when I pay bills? You hear that though? He's still yearning for the cheers at home. Telling your wife to shut the up is crazy. Wait, is she about to get abusive? Oh, he's wildin'. He push you and grab you? We making a call. Right away, girl. Immediately. And I'm not taking the trash out either. You home, you got it now? I'm stacking up in the meantime though, because I gotta plan my exit and I can't just run away. He got suspended for fighting? Spencer lying or he telling the truth? Uh-oh. Not you dapping him up after fighting. Now poor Lewis is looking for his friend and his son. I don't know if it's because he lost JT, his friend, or he's trying to be what his dad wasn't, but he got to stop that shit. And maybe because his little girl Naima is not wanting shit with him and his wife is busy somewhere. He's still hoping that he has his boy. Like, oh, basketball was our thing. You're just protecting yourself like a man. That's not your little friend, Lewis. Okay, but what are we gonna reveal? Is this the 30 million? Jax, you are wildin'. They're gonna play her counsel coming in and cutting the interview off. Morris, you just gotta cut her. She can't be involved anymore at this point. He sold the watches. I feel like Dan is gonna get killed again this season. This is the stuff that needs to be on the news, not in the back with your second tier lawyer. Jax, you are hyping her up and making her think she's like this strong, tough woman. This is not how she needs to go back out there. Miss Ma'am, you are not the only person who wants to do this interview. Don't get it twisted. Look, I just said this. Something for the players after the league. $1 million. Oh, y'all are bold. Y'all are doing this on the first floor bathroom with the curtains a little peeked open a little bit. Someone's going to see them. Damn, y'all. And that same night, she got punched in the face. Wait, she is comforting him right now? Don't this remind y'all of somebody? Remember when Jax gets hurt and abused and she has to comfort the other person? Now he's crying after he beat her. And he's making excuses. You have no idea how much this hurts until the something hurts you. Does this man actually think this is going to work? I guess it did work until it didn't work. Does he have CTE, y'all? Beating her and then telling her she needs to stay, that he needs her and no one is ever going to love her like he does? Narcissism 101. Was it about the pregnancy? That's the thought. That's good. That's good, Shenelle. The only thing I'm guilty of, choosing my life over his for the first time. That's good, Shenelle. Also, y'all saw that little reporter joint is finally like seeing herself in her with Morris. Okay. Wait, what if the baby is actually Lewis's? What if she didn't get an abortion? Spencer sound like a real LA kid here. He worked on his accent. Oh, nope. Don't blame this on your dad. No, sir. Man, is this right? This is really how much an adult's words can impact a child? I don't know if I believe him. Damn, Lewis. Oh, I forgot his brother's gay. That is sweet to say, Jax. The world would be a better and a safer place with more men like you. When is she going to tell him she was pregnant? All right, here we go. Damn, y'all. I just spit. I told you she was going to say she was pregnant and she might not have gotten the abortion. So JT's business manager was stealing from him? Why? What's the motive for 30 million? I feel like he had to have done something to him and they're doing this to get him back. Not that it's justified for you to like steal from somebody, but this can't just come out the blue. Oh, this night was crazy. Oh, the guy killed him. She was trying to think of a story, like think of the story that she's been telling. So when we saw that flashback the first time, that wasn't actually real. That was her trying to replay something in her head so that it could still be with her in time for the interview. So she was just trying to think of this. Or was it her daughter? Or was it Natasha? Remember, they just talked about him and the moms and he was like blaming it on her. What if it was Natasha because Natasha saw what he did to her mother and now she's seeing what he's doing to Shenelle? And remember, there was like something really small where Natasha interacted with her and she was like, oh, grandma wouldn't let me come over. Damn, I can't remember what she said. It was the daughter. But then why did the young kid say the reason you were in this is because of me? But I feel like the camera angle was so low. And remember, Jax was watching the deposition, not the deposition, but the, I guess, psychiatrist talking to Shorty. And she asked if the kids had ever been around when the abuse happened. And Jax was pausing it because something looked off. Like it looked like her friend was lying. That's what it is. Boom. I figured it out. You're welcome. I'll see you live for episode 5 now. Even though clearly figured it out. Bye. Oh, please always remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe there. Watch another video here. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.